Hi everyone. Today's Destination Reader lesson is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be reading out loud from our text, Artichoke Hearts. So you guys, all you need to do is sit comfortably and listen carefully and try to follow what's going on. What happened in the last part of the text that we read was that Mira, the main character who is telling the story, and her best friend Millie were in a writer's workshop with this special visitor, Pat Print. And they were talking all about the importance of their names. For next week's class, she asks us to research our name. We have to find out why our parents gave us our first names and the derivations of our surnames. Names hold histories, so get digging, Pat Print orders, rummaging in her beaten up old satchel and handing out a passage of writing to each of us. We have to say what we think of the piece we've been given. What I notice first is the tense it's written in. When I read something in the present tense, I can disappear into it, like I do when I'm painting. It's as if I don't exist anymore. I just get lost somewhere in there among the characters. It's hard to say exactly what it is that makes me hate school so much. It starts the moment I wake up and realise that I have to step into my bottle green uniform. That's when it seeps away, what little confidence I have. On with the shirt. I'm slipping away. The pinafore to keep me in my place. And now the tie to knot tight the hard lump of swallowed words welling my throat. The day drags on, hour after hour, until 3:30 p.m. Pat comes over and asks how I'm getting on with my passage. I nod. I tell her I understand this passage. It draws me in. I try to explain the tense thing, but somehow it doesn't come out right. I'm glad you like that one, because it's one of mine. It's a memoir of the happiest days of my life. I nod. I want to tell her that I know exactly how she felt, but as usual, the words won't come. The tense thing is a really complex idea, she agrees, nudging me for a response. I just stand in front of her, nodding and looking stupid. I can feel everyone's eyes fixing on me, but luckily, so can she, so she stands up and taps on the desk, shifting the spotlight. Pick out one line from the passage you've been reading, something that really grabs you, just a line or a phrase, something you would like to have written yourself. It's an exercise I call stealing lines. I know without even looking again the exact words I'll choose. Now, swap them round, so you each read someone else's favourite line, orders Pat. Come on then, who's going to kick off? I am Rajvathan Rathore, ruler of the ancient palaces of Patiala, booms Ben Beamy. Jide grins as he hears his own favourite line blasted around the room. What did you like about that line? Pat Print asks. The character's like a superhero, Ben shouts. He always shouts, no matter how small the room. Anything to add, Jide? He's a noble character, mythical, from an ancient land, shrugs Jide, knowing he's got exactly the right answer, but pretending he doesn't care that much. Jide tries too hard to hide the fact that he's the brainiest boy in our class, probably in the whole of year 7. It's because his mum's head of history that he's so keen not to look like a creep. So, if he's here, you know it's because he really wants to be. Probably he persuaded Ben to tag along with him, just like Millie persuaded me. He catches me watching him, and I feel the blood start to snake its way up my neck so that the whole world can track the hot path of my embarrassment up my throat and over my face. And all because I think, just maybe, G-Day Jackson might have smiled at me. I can't even be sure of that though, because I now have my head stuck deep into Pat Print's writing in a pathetic attempt at covering up my blushes. Exactly. And what was Ben's favourite line? Pat Print asks G-Day. I can't even remember what we were talking about now. I didn't have one, interrupts Ben. Okay, next time, says Pat Print, not even glancing up at him. Now, Millie, let's hear what you've got. The tie to knot tight the hard lump of swallowed words smelling my throat.